On a crisp morning, the city of Dubai shimmered like a mirage on the horizon as I approached the iconic Burj Khalifa, the tallest structure on the planet. I had seen countless photos of it, but none could prepare me for the sheer magnitude of its towering presence. As I stepped closer, the glass and steel facade gleamed under the sun, reflecting the vibrant city below. I felt a sense of awe and excitement bubbling up. This wasn't just a building. It was a symbol of human achievement. The entrance was sleek and modern, filled with people from all over the world, eager to experience the view from the top. After a quick security check, I found myself in the lobby, where impressive multimedia displays highlighted the history and engineering marvel of the Burj Khalifa. The elevator doors slid open, revealing a futuristic pod that would whisk me to the 148th floor in under a minute. The soft hum of the elevator was the only sound as we soared upward at an incredible speed. When the doors opened, I was greeted by a panoramic view that stretched as far as the eye could see. The city, with its vast desert on one side and the Arabian Gulf on the other, unfolded beneath me like a beautifully crafted map. I walked to the edge of the observation deck, placing my hands on the cool glass. The world below seemed so small, almost toy-like. The cars, the people, even the nearby skyscrapers paled in comparison to the altitude I had reached. The air at this height was different, cooler, with a sense of stillness that felt surreal. I could see the curvature of the earth faintly, a reminder of just how high I was standing. As I took it all in, a sense of calm washed over me. It was as if the hustle and bustle of the city below had been paused, giving me a moment of peace amidst the clouds. Moving to the interactive screens, I learned about Dubai's transformation from a humble fishing village into the futuristic metropolis it is today. The rapid pace of development was mind-boggling, much like the speed at which the tower had risen into the sky. After soaking in the views from multiple angles, I noticed the sky beginning to change. The sun, a golden orb, was setting, casting hues of orange, pink, and purple across the horizon. It was a breathtaking sight, one that felt almost dreamlike. As the lights of the city began to flicker on, the scene below transformed. Dubai came alive in a sea of twinkling lights, the illuminated streets creating intricate patterns that stretched for miles. I decided to stay until nightfall, wanting to experience the contrast between day and night. The city seemed to sparkle, a dynamic juxtaposition to the calm serenity I had felt earlier. Returning inside, I made my way to one of the lounges, enjoying a coffee while continuing to admire the view. The Burj Khalifa wasn't just a building, it was an experience, and I was savoring every moment. Reflecting on my travels, I realized that each iconic landmark I'd visited had its own unique energy. The pyramids of Egypt had an ancient, mystical feel, while the Caribbean Sea was a gateway to adventure. But the Burj Khalifa stood apart, an embodiment of modern ambition. Before heading down, I took one last look at the city beneath me. It felt like I was on top of the world, quite literally, and I could understand why people from all over flocked to this incredible structure. The descent back to ground level was quick, but my mind was still soaring, replaying the unforgettable views I had just witnessed. The world at my feet had never felt so vast, yet so accessible. Stepping out into the warm Dubai evening, I gazed up one last time at the tower, now illuminated in the night sky. It was mesmerizing, a beacon of light and hope standing tall against the darkness. I felt a sense of accomplishment, not just for visiting, but for experiencing something that connected me to the ingenuity of humanity. The Burj Khalifa wasn't just about its height, it was about vision, resilience, and the power of dreaming big. As I left the area, I couldn't help but smile. This visit to the Burj Khalifa had been more than just a tourist experience. It was a personal milestone, a reminder of the wonders the world had to offer. From this moment, every time I think of Dubai, I'll remember the feeling of standing high above it all, part of something larger than myself. And as the city receded behind me, I knew that the Burj Khalifa had not only left its mark on the skyline, but also on my soul. As I walked away from the Burj Khalifa, I realized how much this visit had broadened my perspective, not just physically but mentally. There was something about standing so high above the world that made everything seem possible, as if limits no longer existed. I wandered through the bustling streets of downtown Dubai, still in awe of the incredible contrast between the ultramodern skyscrapers and the cultural heritage that grounded the city. The Burj Khalifa was a symbol of ambition, but it was also a reminder of how far Dubai had come in such a short time. The Dubai Fountain was next on my list, and as I approached, the water jets danced in sync with the music, illuminated by thousands of lights. The spectacle was mesmerizing, adding another layer of magic to the evening. While watching the fountain show, I couldn't help but think back to the view from the top of the Burj Khalifa. The city seemed so small from above, but down here, it was larger than life, full of energy and vibrancy. After the fountain show, I decided to take a walk along the Dubai Mall, one of the largest shopping centers in the world. Even though it was late, the mall was buzzing with life, tourists, locals, and families all enjoying the lively atmosphere. I wasn't in the mood for shopping, but I did explore some of the mall's attractions, like the indoor aquarium and the virtual reality park. Each part of the mall seemed to have something unique, a little microcosm of Dubai's grandeur. As the night deepened, I found myself reflecting on the city's contrasts, the futuristic skyline juxtaposed with traditional souks, the luxury mixed with simplicity, and the blend of cultures from all over the world. Dubai, like the Burj Khalifa, felt like a place of boundless possibilities. Whether you wanted to shop, explore, or simply marvel at human ingenuity, this city had it all. Eventually, I made my way back to my hotel, the glittering skyline still visible in the distance. Even after experiencing so much in one day, I felt like there was still more to discover, more layers to uncover. That night, as I lay in bed, the images of the day replayed in my mind. The towering heights, the breathtaking sunset, and the glittering lights of the city below all blended into one unforgettable experience. The Burj Khalifa was a marvel in every sense, not just because of its height, but because of the emotions it stirred within me. It was a reminder of how far humanity could reach when we dared to dream. The next morning, I woke up with a renewed sense of excitement. There was still so much of Dubai to see, but I knew that no matter where my travels took me next, the Burj Khalifa would always hold a special place in my heart. As I packed my bags, ready for my next adventure, I felt a sense of gratitude. I had stood atop the tallest building in the world, seen the city from a perspective few could experience, and left with memories that would last a lifetime. And as I checked out of my hotel, the Burj Khalifa towering in the distance, I smiled to myself. This was not just the end of a visit, it was the beginning of something more profound, a deeper connection with the world and its endless wonders.